And also, if we look at e-commerce, there's 1.8 billion people shopping online. 63% of shopping begins online, and 50% of consumers shop more on mobile than in store. So it means that now with our phones, we have the power of running any business and trading with any city, any country, anywhere around the world. And if you look at a platform like Instagram, that's grown so much in the last few weeks. 53% of users log into Instagram every single day, and they have 1 billion users. And there's 200 million Instagram pages that are visited every single day. So it means that if you're planning on opening a business, you need to be online, but it also has the benefit of you being connected to absolutely everybody. So a little bit about my background. I've been a serial entrepreneur from the age of 9. I've always had a focus and a heart on social entrepreneurship around making the world a better place. And through Academy of Entrepreneurs and many other businesses that I've had, we've always won Business of the Year. So recently in November, we won Business of the Year here in Australia. So we're very grateful that we're able to build businesses with impact that also have the acknowledgement from government and massive organizations. So my big question is, if entrepreneurship is the future of the world, how come 96% of businesses fail? And what is it that makes someone successful? And this was the story of how Academy of Entrepreneurs was born. Well, like, if in the future we're going to be entrepreneurs, how can we make sure that we inject success into everybody? And what are the steps? What are the things that people need to learn? So we interviewed 1,000 entrepreneurs from over 50 nationalities, and we realized that the only thing you need to have to be a successful entrepreneur, this is very important for you, Stephen, is emotional intelligence. So if you are aware of strengths, if you are aware of how you can connect with people, that's the difference between a leader and an entrepreneur and everybody else. Entrepreneurship is not about you spending money and time breaking the rules. It's about you being connected with yourself and using that to connect with other people. So today, I'm going to share with you guys how can you stop being a one-upreneur and dreaming into a real entrepreneur. So I'm going to share with you guys my top 10 favorite tips. We have helped millions of people with these tips. So you guys are going to get a little summary of the 10 most powerful tips for you to develop and implement before you launch your business. So the big question is, what do I need to start a business? All you need is an Australian business number. So you go into the government's webpage and you just sign up and you can open a business under your name without spending a single cent. And if you are an Australian resident, citizen, or on a student visa, you can have a business as well. So everyone has access to opening a business as long as you've got a tax file number that allows you to work in Australia. So the first step for you to open a business is connect what you love doing with your strength. So everybody has different strengths. Everybody has different passions, but you need to do what you love, but you need to have the strengths to deliver that service. And that's what we call the ikigai. So ikigai is when you understand what is it that you love doing? What does the world need? What can you get paid for with what are you great at? And once you combine all of that, that's when you're going to have a successful starting point for your business. So business is not about just going, oh, the market trend is this, or this is going to happen. It's about you doing what you love, that you're great at, you can be paid for, the world needs. So you need to combine all of these. And right here in the center is your ikigai. So start a business that is aligned to what you love and uses your strengths. The second part of being an entrepreneur is understanding that every business solves a problem. So whether you are opening a fast food chain, whether you're opening an app business, no matter what business you're doing, you need to understand that you exist to solve a problem. So if you're selling bottles of water, it's because people are thirsty. If you're selling food, it's because people are hungry. If you are starting a global bank, it's because people want to transfer the money from one place to another. So you need to understand, is there a real problem that you're solving? Does it need to be solved? And what is it that this real problem is? So I always say, if you don't have a business idea yet, go to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals page and be inspired by some of the biggest global problems. Because if you can solve 1% of one of the problems from the United Nations, you're going to have the most fulfilling life in the world. And also the sky is the limit of how much success and money you could be making. So once you've understood your ikigai and understood that businesses solve a problem, it's now time for you to build a one-page business plan, which is your Canvas business model. It's understanding what problem you're solving, what is your solution, what is the unique value proposition, what is the unfair advantage that you have because that's your skill, what are the different customer segments that you have, what are the channels you're going to use to get your customers into you, What are the key metrics for you to measure the impact? What is your cost and your revenue streams? Once you've mastered that, you then need to think about, what am I going to call my business? Can I legally use this business name? Is it easy for people to say? Is there an ambiguous spelling? And is it too long? So people just will create spelling mistakes, or while they're spelling, it's too long for the URL. So a great platform is called Business Name Generator. That you type in some keywords and will generate some business names for you. And then once you've generated some business names that you feel a connection with, is then for you to go and name checker and understand, is the name available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube? So you post your name over here in the search box and you press search. And instead of you spending hundreds of hours going to Facebook, Instagram, and seeing the name is available, in one click, you will be able to know if the name is available or not. Then you can design your logo. I personally love creating logos on Squarespace logo, because you just type in the keywords and it will give you icons, and you create a slogan for it as well. So in 2 minutes, you can have a beautiful black and white logo designed for your business. And then the next step is for you to create your digital presence, which is through a website. So Wix is a beautiful free platform that you can create your websites, and it's got all the pre-made services and templates. So if you're going to open a hair salon, if you're going to open a cap business, if you're going to open a lifestyle business, you just type in those keywords and they've got pre-made templates that you can use. Then one thing very important for you guys to consider is, you will obviously need a lot of visuals, because people are more and more visual every day. So you can use images and icons from these two websites. So one's called Unsplash and one is called Flat Icons. So you legally can't pull an image out of Google and put it on your website or your marketing material, because that is illegal, because you're stealing someone else's images. But if you use these two websites, these websites have been built for entrepreneurs with free images that you can use to promote your business in an attractive, with good quality, because of course you want to have high quality images, because if you want to have your brand with high quality associated to high quality customers, they will expect high quality images from you. The next step, which is step 5, is running a proof of concept, and is understanding, is anyone out there willing to pay for my service? Yes, you've got a great idea, but does anyone want to buy, and at how much do they want to buy that? So the best way for you to do that is creating surveys, interviews, and landing pages on website, where you just tell people about what you're doing, and you see how many people are contacting you, interested in buying, or filling out the subscription page. So they just go, oh, onto your bakery, I want to buy cupcakes from you. Following step is knowing your SMART goals, is understanding how can you build goals so you can achieve your business goals. Because a lot of people will go, I want to send a rocket out to space. Okay, what does it mean? You need to be specific. It needs to be measurable. It needs to be attainable, relevant, and time-based. So when you're building a business, you need to know, okay, I want to send a rocket out to space, but when do I want to send it? How far away is it? How relevant is it? Is it attainable or not? If I'm going to send a rocket out to space tomorrow, of course it's not attainable. So it's building goals that are SMART goals, which means they are specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant. And this is a big mistake, because a lot of entrepreneurs dream big, they want to change the world. But if you don't have goals on the day, you don't know what you're working towards. And these goals need to be SMART goals, so you're progressing in the right direction. Then following one is having a big network and a group of mentors around. And this is where Academy of Entrepreneurs helps so much students in succeeding. We have one of the greatest, most powerful network and mentorship for entrepreneurs around the world. So we have over 20,000 entrepreneurs around the world from every industry, every country that mentor our students. And that's the difference between you just doing an MBA and getting a skill from an old school job, to coming and study at Entrepreneurs, where we're giving you the network and mentorship, so you become part of a group of like-minded entrepreneurs that want to change the world or building businesses, and often are looking for the same services that you are looking. So for example, if you're going to print your business card, you just go around the class and just go, hey guys, where did you print your business cards? And everybody in the class has recently printed a business card, so one collaborates and help with each other. So it's very important as an entrepreneur for you to have the right network and mentorship. The next thing is understanding your revenue stream. So yes, you want to change the world, you have a great business idea, there's people saying, I want to buy from you. Now you need to understand, how are you going to make the money? Are you going to make it on a subscription model? Is it pay-per-view? Is it an affiliate? Is it ads? Is it a fee for service? Are you selling your services on an hourly basis or in a membership format or a commission? So you need to understand how is it that you're attracting money into your business in a sustainable way, because it's not just about getting the money today. It's about having an ongoing revenue, because there's no point of you selling a lot in this month, then the next month you're being busy delivering the service, and then the following month you have no money coming into your bank account because you haven't chased customers to keep your business growing. Step 9 is understanding your marketing, which we call the marketing piece. How are you going to promote your business? What is the physical evidence that you're using, from a business card to a physical store? What is the product marketing? What is the process? What is the place? And what is the price? And all of these need to be interconnected. So let's think of, let's say, a yoga business. If you're going to promote a yoga business, you need a beautiful physical experience with light colors that people come in and they're relaxed. You want the most beautiful people working at your reception so they get the beautiful customer service. Your product is the yoga class. So you want to give the best quality yoga class with the best teachers. What is the process from the person clicking through your website, seeing your Instagram post, to purchasing the membership, to walking through the class, having an incredible yoga session, to then telling the friends about it? So you need to go in and have a smooth touch point through all of the different processes in your business aligned to the values of your business and your industry. What is the place? So if you're going to target high paying customers, you go to an expensive suburb. If you want to have a more affordable yoga studio, you are going to position yourself in a more affordable suburb. And your price, of course, depending on where you're trading, you'll have different prices. So if you're going to open a yoga studio in winter, you're most likely going to have to do a little bit of a discount because most people are home and they're sleeping in. Now in summer, if you open a yoga studio or a gym, more people are going to buy from you, which means you can charge a little bit more. These are the marketing pieces that are very important. And this is something you continuously need to analyze. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, summer, winter. So you've got the different seasons for different industries where you will play with the promotional strategy, structures, and also price. And 10th point, which is your pitch. How are you going to pitch your business? Seconds to understand what is it that you do, so they get excited about it, they want to buy from you, or they're going to tell your customers about it. So that's super important. And I want to show you a little video to you guys. It's about a 2-minute video. 1 minute and 56. It's an incredible tip.
My name is Josh Light, and I'm the CEO of CupAd. And we believe that we have the most effective form of advertising available in the market today. Our advertisements are exposed to customers for 2,220 seconds on average. Now, what kind of advertising has that kind of...
Sorry. Let me go back to play.
Market today. Our advertisements are exposed to customers for 2,220 seconds on average. Now, what kind of advertising has that kind of exposure time? Ladies and gentlemen, we advertise on coffee cups. That's right. We put your brand in their hand. So how does coffee cup advertising work? Well, we got an advertiser. They pay us money. We produce paper coffee cups with their advertisement or brand on it. Then we give these coffee cups to coffee stands for free. Now, why does someone want to advertise on a coffee cup? Because it takes an individual 37 minutes to drink a cup of coffee on average. That person's going to have to look at the cup, drink, look at the cup, drink 20 times before it's fully consumed. And that person's going to move around like a mobile billboard, exposing that brand to at least 6 different individuals before that cup is drank. What's in it for CupAd? We make 13 cents of profit on every single cup that we distribute. And what's in it for the coffee stands? Well, when most people think about coffee stands, they think about Starbucks. But what about the 25,000 coffee stands in this nation that have plain white cups like this? They don't have the economies to scale to put their own brand on the cup. So we give them free cups. They save $15,000 a year by not buying cups. They like these savings so much, ladies and gentlemen, that approximately 80% of the stands that we've contacted have signed exclusivity agreements to distribute our cups. What kind of momentum have we started for this company? The last month alone, we got 58 coffee stands in California to sign exclusivity agreements with us to distribute our cups. If we continue to get 58 coffee stands every single month for the next 12 months, we will have 700 coffee stands at the end of the year. With 700 coffee stands, we can move 8 million cups a month. And at 13-cent profit, 8 million cups a month, we're making over $1 million of profit every single month. And we've already started this, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, our first customer, Overstock.com, will see their cups hit the California market in 21 days. Thank you very much.
And that is not is when you present a business that is sustainable, it's got customers willing to buy, it can grow into different markets, and has a unique idea that there's a massive market demand. And this is what we're going to be training every student that joins Academy of Entrepreneurs. We train you on how to understand your strengths. How do you understand what are the problems out there in the world so you can shape the problems into a business opportunity, and then you build the right business model so you make it a sustainable, profitable business that gives you the freedom to change the world and working from anywhere around the world. So before COVID, I was living overseas and I was doing 100 international flights a year. We operate in over 50 countries around the world, and I was doing what I loved, working with 20,000 entrepreneurs by solving a problem that was needed in the market because no one in the world was teaching entrepreneurship the way we were as an accredited incubator. So it's about you doing what you love every single day. And this is what I want to share with you guys. Everything that I taught you guys, these 10 steps are absolutely free. So I've helped you understand what is a business idea, what is the right business model for your business, how do you pick the right name, what platforms can you use, how do you design your logo, your website, how do you do your proof of concept to see who's interested in buying your products, how do you build your strategy? How do you get a mentor? How do you get the right revenue model, marketing, and pitching all for $0 anywhere around the world? This is not just in Australia. So for those of you logging in and watching in from Indonesia, you can do the same. You can start a business and sell things online through Facebook and Instagram without even having to pre-purchase the products. You can sell cupcakes, and after someone has ordered, you go in and you buy the products and you sell it. So that's us understanding that being an entrepreneur is the most incredible journey in the world, but you're solving a problem at the end of the day. So build a business around a problem that you can solve as the entrepreneur. And another last tip that I'd like to share with you guys is never give up. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. You have long hours. You sometimes get no's, sometimes you get challenges along the way. But when you do what you love, you will always succeed. And that's just the beginning of your life as an entrepreneur. And this is why we created Academy of Entrepreneurs. Academy of Entrepreneurs will give you the skills and network for you to succeed. Because no matter how good you are with your idea, no one has the marketing, project management, design thinking, emotional intelligence skills all in one go. We all know how to do what we graduated from university, but we don't have the entrepreneurial skills or the network. And as an entrepreneur, you will never succeed unless you have the skills and network. And as well, the network community is everything. Community will open doors, not just in Australia, but around the whole world. So my question is that I get asked all the time is, so how does Academy of Entrepreneurs supercharge, empower, and develop students? We have no students. Everyone that joins our community is a legend because they exist to change the world. We have 0 teachers at Academy of Entrepreneurs. Everybody's an entrepreneur. We don't have books. We teach through workshops. It's through hackathons. It's through like experiences that we develop all of these things. And we don't have case studies because why would we give a case study if you're looking and working in your business? Let's go and test the ideas into your business so that by testing, you have the activity. So there's no testing, there's no hope. As a result, we have some of the best entrepreneurs and businesses in the world running workshops and empowering our legends. So we've had the Australian government, Xero, Microsoft, Google, HubSpot, Forbes, Merit, some of the biggest brands around the world teach at Academy of Entrepreneurs. So for those of you over in Indonesia, we've got an incredible program with the diploma on how to turn an idea into a business. So how do you start your first business? It consists of 8 subjects. It is 12 months long, and you can start it from Indonesia and you can finish it in Australia. So we've got an intake starting in mid-October. So October 12 is our next intake. So you can start studying now. And as soon as you go, I'm ready to move to Australia, you apply for a visa, and then hopefully the borders will be open and you can continue your program. And if you're in Australia, you can study face-to-face and online. But if you're in Indonesia right now, you can study 100% online. And 100% of the classes are taught by entrepreneurs. You get your own mentor every week. We take you to visit incubators virtually or physically. We do yoga classes every week. You get group mentorings. You connect to people from the startup community. You have industry speakers who are leaders in the topic every single week speaking to you. And most importantly, we help you transform any idea into a business. Whether you're working for your family business, with your own business, or even if you're working with your boss, because every business has problems and you've got the opportunity of building those problems into new business opportunities. So everybody that signs through Study Partners today will get free enrollment and free material fee, which saves you another $450. And you can apply just through the website. And when you fill out the application, just ask your agents to do it, or you can do it yourself and just put Best Partner into the application as a code, and you'll get the free enrollment and material fee. One thing that I wanted to share with you guys, here in Australia, everything's tax deductible. So when you open your business, what you invest into the course, you will get the money back for the course, which is incredible. And another great news is that we now have the entrepreneurship as part of the entrepreneurship course. You've got a 2-year paid training visa. So for those of you that are logging in from Indonesia, which I think is most of us in this call, except I think for Stephen that's logging in from Australia, if you study for 2 years, you get 2 years where you get paid training that you can work in Australia in the startup space, which is a really, really, really exciting visa, which allows you to put everything that you learned into practice, because a lot of students will be working in a startup and meanwhile running the business on the side. So this is new visa from the government that allows you to do both, build your business, meanwhile you are also working in a startup in Australia. And for those of us like Stephen and myself that are here in Australia, Australia has the best ecosystem for startups in the world. So it's ranked amongst the top 5 most entrepreneurial countries in the world. And of course, Sydney is the heart of entrepreneurship here in Australia. So by you guys joining the Academy of Entrepreneurs community, you're joining a community of 58 nationalities right now. So you're going to be studying with students from 58 nationalities that want to change the world like you. Because now with 2020, it has taught us that more than ever, we need to be an entrepreneur. Problems need solution. We no longer can wait for our boss to tell us what to do. Because if we can't figure out solutions, we lose our jobs because it's a crisis. So we need problem solvers, not people that are just sitting in an office waiting to get paid to do work. So our hashtag is boss your future, because you have the power of changing your future. And now more than ever, you need to change the future, because this current year has taught us that we need to take ownership so we can make a difference in our lives financially and also in the lives of others. So more than ever, there's opportunities. And I always say the bigger the crisis, the biggest opportunity. So if you guys go over to our website, you will see that there's a blog that we wrote on why during a crisis is the best time ever for you to start your business. Cool. So time for questions. What questions do we have?
Okay, so in here, all of the audience, you guys can ask Paula anything, as for example, like building your own business. You can ask for advice from Paula. All you have to do is just to unmute yourself and then ask Paula directly. But while waiting, I would like to ask a few questions to you, Paula. Okay, I'm a little interesting about the facility that might support us as an entrepreneur. What are the facilities that might support us as entrepreneurs?
So I think entrepreneurship is all about networking. You don't need to go to a specific facility or website. It's
Mhm.
about you throwing out yourself in the world. So joining Facebook groups, commenting on different, so if the different businesses that attract you or different even influencers and entrepreneurs, message them on Instagram, message them on LinkedIn and start a conversation. Tell them about your big vision and tell them, I've got an idea, but I would love to get 2 minutes of your time, or I'd love to have a coffee and get more feedback from you. Because entrepreneurs, it's been so hard over the year of being an entrepreneur that when we
Mhm.
meet someone that has a dream and a vision, we will donate our time to see them succeed, because we don't want them to make the same mistakes that we had. So network. If you've got an uncle that's an entrepreneur, if your parents are entrepreneurs, if your neighbor down the road is an entrepreneur, if you go to the gym and there's an entrepreneur talking to you, ask them, how did you do it? What were the biggest mistakes you made? Tell them about your idea and let them mentor, guide you, and open your mindset, but also open the connections towards you. I can guarantee you, if you're asking an entrepreneur for feedback, they will give you advice, because there's nothing that makes an entrepreneur happier than helping other entrepreneurs.
See. Okay. Okay. So everyone, you can just ask Paula question, unmute yourself, and then ask directly.
Steven, do you have any
We have
questions?
like
I know that you've been
13
wanting to study it with us for a few weeks already.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just I'm just thinking of a question actually. Yeah, I guess in terms of the course, because I'm working full time at the moment, Paula, do you have anything um, which is like a longer course but part time, or is it mainly just during the day?
We have courses part-time in the evening. So you can study Mondays from 5 till 9 p.m. It's in the evening and it's 4 hours a week. There's no homework because we're working on you developing yourself to be an entrepreneur. You get mentorship every single week. And if you ever get stuck in a meeting and you miss the first 30 minutes of the class, it's absolutely fine because it's all recorded. So from
Okay,
October
cool.
12th, you could absolutely join us and start developing your business idea. So the subject that you will be starting with, it's called design thinking, which is the most valued skill at the moment by entrepreneurs, because design thinking will help you understand what's the problem, what do your customers want, and you test and pivot your business towards their needs before you launch. So by you starting in October, your classes will be from 5 to 9 p.m. Sydney time, and for those of you in Indonesia, it will be from 3 till 7 p.m. Indonesia time. And it's a part-time course, and it's 4 hours a week.
Paula,
Yep,
we have
cool.
a
Thanks for that, Paula. I'll just
question.
think of some questions.
Yes, perfect.
We have a question from Lily Anita.
Yes.
Is the business plan important for a business, and what kind of
Definitely not.
business plan? Okay.
Amazing question. Definitely not. Let me go back to the screen.
Okay.
Canvas business model is the most important first step. So in the past, we used to spend months writing business plans and hours and so much money. So this is what you need as a business plan. It's called a one-page business plan. It's called a Canva business model. So in one page, you just literally fill in those boxes, and that is enough for you to understand. And then you conduct market research for each one of these points. But it's you understanding, okay, let's say you're going to open a Balinese travel company because you're in Indonesia, you live in Bali, and your parents own a villa and you want to help them make more money out of their business. You just go, what is the problem? People need holidays. What's the solution? I've got a travel package with hotel, breakfast included, and a personal driver all day long. What's the unique value proposition? That you can save time and money because your parents already own the villa. So by you filling out these 9 boxes, you will be able to transform that problem into a business idea within a few minutes within a Canvas business model. Even banks don't look at your business plan anymore. They look at your Canvas business model and your pitch, and then they look at your money-making strategy, which is the revenue strategy that I showed over in the slide. But a business plan is no longer needed because as you're building a business plan, it's a long document. And if you're not testing it out in the market, you're just putting information there. It doesn't mean that it's going to work. But once you've done the canvas and you've gone out there and you've run your proof of concept that I explained here, and you've validated that there's people in the world willing to pay you for your service. So for example, let's go back to the Balinese website. So you build a website and just goes, Balinese, yoga included, vegetarian food, sign up and put your email if you're interested. If you get 50 people putting their email into this landing page in one day, it clearly validates that there's people needing the product and service. And that's what you need to do. So you don't go out there like we used to be in the past, that you would spend millions of dollars renting an office and building your business on a business plan. You go out there and you start testing through Instagram, Facebook, you start building a community so you can see other people that want, what is the problem you're solving and what's the right price for it. And when you are doing your Canvas business model, it's a one-page business plan, which is a lot quicker and more effective. So every business is now analyzed through the Canvas business model, and then the investor will ask you questions. But it's no longer built on a long, thick business plan, because this is just points that you're putting in there that you haven't validated. So it's very important for you to be agile to businesses. And as we've seen in 2020, we've changed so much, right? And that's the real world now. It's about us testing and trying little things and progressing every single day. So don't spend the next 6 months writing a business plan. Spend the next 6 months building your logo, speaking to potential customers, building webinars, going on Instagram and getting people's contact details, and maybe sell, instead of doing the whole thing, sell little bits to see if people are giving you feedback. Do they like the flavor of the muffin? Don't start a bakery, bake in your own kitchen. Post it on Instagram, deliver it to your neighbors, but make sure you get paid customers along the way. Because if you're giving things for free, you're not validating that your business needs. People need to pay you for us to validate our idea that yes, it's good because people are willing to pay, and no one is complaining. They're giving us feedback that the flavor of the cupcake is good, for example. That is a very good question.
Okay, thank you, Paula. Now, for all of you guys, you can just ask questions from the group chat or just unmute yourself and then ask Paula directly. But if you feel shy or whatsoever, you can just go slide to the group chat and then type your questions there.
And if you don't have a question today, it's absolutely fine. Just go in the Academy Instagram page or Facebook page and just put your question in there, and we'll always be happy to reply. Because maybe today you just went, it's Saturday, I just wanted to hear the presentation, and maybe tomorrow you'll wake up with this light bulb moment of a business idea, and then you'll have a question. So you can always ask us, guys. We are a community that are here to help you succeed. It's It's a community of happy change makers that together we're building businesses by collaborating with each other. So don't be scared of asking your idea maybe tomorrow or next week or next month. We're here to help you guys. And hopefully we'll be together in Indonesia and hopefully in a couple of months.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I'd like to ask you about your experience, about your personal experience building the Academy of Entrepreneurs. Can you please tell me a little bit about that?
So the experience of building entrepreneurs, I've been a serial entrepreneur from the age of 9. So I've always worked in entrepreneurship for impact from the age of 9. So my first entrepreneurial journey was with education and books when I was living in South Africa, which was the second country that I lived in. When I moved to Australia, I had run several businesses in several different continents because every time my dad would move to different countries, I would start a new business. And what happened was that I moved to Australia and I started seeing that everybody wanted to live here because we've got the most incredible weather, community, it's multicultural, beautiful, strong economy. But I started seeing how 25% of the working population has an ABN, an Australian business number, which means that they're a freelancer or a small entrepreneur. And I'm like, but if entrepreneurship is so big in Australia and around the world is growing, how come no one is teaching you how to transform an idea into a business? I went to the Department of Education with the idea of building the world's first accredited incubator. And the government absolutely loved the idea. They supported us. They gave us a license. We started winning awards around the world. And now we are a global movement that helps students from all over the world, whether it's online, face to face, full time or part time, transform an idea into a successful business. But you don't have to have the idea to come into Academy of Entrepreneurs. All you need to do is to love the entrepreneurship world because you can join a startup and solve problems for that startup. And then eventually the owner of the business will give you shares. They will promote you and together you grow with each other. And that's what the world needs more than ever. So yeah, so that's a little bit about our journey at Academy of Entrepreneurs. But it was about 10 years in the making, 10 years of work experience just in Australia before we launched Academy of Entrepreneurs. But by then I had the whole industry. I had 4,000 entrepreneurs in the education industry that I'd worked with, and I had over 1,000 entrepreneurs helping me build it. So I did have the community, which is why we've been so successful because it's entrepreneurs helping each other.
Okay. Oh, one more question, Paula, from me. What kind of mindset that should we have as an entrepreneur, especially for the difficult times like this? You know, some people just started their own business and then suddenly this COVID-19 happened, and there are lots of things that we have to deal with. You know.
And it's not just COVID, guys. My life before COVID was a lot harder than COVID. As an entrepreneur, I've gone through so much that COVID hit and I didn't even feel any pain from it because as an entrepreneur, you've got the roller coaster moments of ups and downs and yeses and nos that you will get. But when you do what you love, you're very positive about your business. When you're positive, your emotional intelligence will boost. Your growth mindset will boost because when you're positive, you will find a solution for the business that you really care about. And you will be resilient and you won't give up. And this is why I always say emotional intelligence is the most important thing for any entrepreneur to develop. Because until you're not solving a problem that is needed in the world that you truly believe in, your business won't be successful because customers won't buy from you. Your community won't believe in you. So for you to have a business, it's all about the mindset of you doing what you love, knowing that you are solving a problem, and then working very hard. Because when we do what we love, we're not going to give up. So if you love music and you want to open a dance studio, get up early. Use YouTube, use Instagram stories and lives and go on TikTok. Do everything you can. Throw your message out there so you can start building the community. But the first thing you need to do as an entrepreneur is do what you love. There's no point of you just going, COVID, I'm going to sell face masks because everybody wears a mask at the moment. Is it what you love? Because if it's not what you love, people in China can sell it for 1 cent and they're going to beat you to it. Now, if you want to develop COVID masks with Indonesian patterns, then you're super in love with the fashion industry, of course you're going to find success because you're doing what you love. So entrepreneurship is about you doing what you love in a way that you're solving a problem for those that need that problem to be solved. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Perfect. Beautiful. Cool. So if you guys have any more questions, just go. You've got here next to me, you've got my name, Paula Mills. Just add me on Instagram. I put Instagram tips every single day there on entrepreneurship. And also go in the Academy of Entrepreneurs page, Instagram and Facebook. We post tips all the time. We give free books and information to help you guys transform your idea into your business.
Oh, we have a question from Yara. And what is business idea that probably will gain big revenue in this pandemic
Okay,
situation?
so that's exactly what you shouldn't do. You don't build a business because it will gain momentum. In the middle of a crisis, you can build a business in anything. If you have the best cupcake recipe, if you believe that your personal training classes are the best, you will find a market. So when you do what you love, you just need to understand what do customers want, and you build a community that wants to buy the product that you truly believe in. So one of the fastest growing industry is health, and it's been before COVID. But if you're a yoga teacher, focus on yoga. Don't focus on building hand sanitizer business. Do what you love. When you do what you love, and then you build the right business model, the right revenue model, and the right community, you will succeed. So a business should not be built based on what's the next trend on how you'll make money, because people don't buy products from businesses. They buy products from people. So if you're an amazing entrepreneur that jumps out of bed with passion for your business, people will buy from you. Guys, I opened my first business when I was 9 years old in South Africa. I'm not even South African. I was born in Brazil. And everybody believed in me because I knew I was solving a problem. And I was building it in South Africa in the middle of a crisis. Academy of Entrepreneurs, we grow so much every single week, even during COVID. And it's not because of the market trend. It's because we pivot, we're agile, we build communities, and we improve the quality of our products and services every single week. And this is what true entrepreneurs do. And this is what you guys need to do. So a business solves a problem, but the business needs to solve a problem that you as a leader and entrepreneur truly care about.
Someone says that I just sometimes feel insecure to start the business.
You shouldn't, because no matter what you're doing, you're going to make a lot of mistakes along the way. And start and ask your neighbors for feedback. Ask your first customers for feedback and improve and improve and improve. If I show you guys my journey as an entrepreneur of over 30 businesses across the world that I've built, I've learned from every single one of them. And no business, Academy of Entrepreneurs, you guys see today, it's not what we had 2 years ago, and it's not what we had 5 years ago or 10 years ago when we had the idea. It's work in progress. So don't be scared. You should be more scared of not trying and not doing what you love than getting a no, because you will get no's along the way, whether you're the best or not. Look at Disney World. Do you think Walt Disney succeeded from day one? Do you think Steve Jobs had yeses the whole time? Of course not. But they were doing what they loved. They really believed in it. And they pivoted, they adapted, and they listened to customer feedback to get better and better every single day. So don't be scared. Please start today. Start your Instagram page today. It doesn't cost anything. Put a color, put a logo, put some posts, and tell people about what is it that you're doing. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, ask them to like, ask them to share. First customer buys it. Call them on Zoom or take them out for coffee and ask them for feedback. Why do they buy? What do they love? What other ideas do they have? And little by little, you'll be able to improve every single day. It's a very simple formula. You just need to get up and put a foot ahead every single day. And this is why I always talk about, I'll put it on this slide, which is my favorite 3 words, which is boss your future. When you do what you love, just take steps every single day. Boss your future. Don't be scared. You should be more scared of not trying. Why go to bed not knowing if you could have had a yes? You could have had your first customer. Or you could have sold your first cupcake and your customer could have given you a brilliant idea around, I don't know, donuts with the cupcake flavor, and you just create something innovative. Your customers will help you. At Academy of Entrepreneurs, we have thousands of students, and every week our students give us new ideas. And some great ideas turn into great businesses for us. How do you think the iPads, the iPhone started? It wasn't Steve Jobs. It was him starting something and customers giving him more feedback. So go, go, go. Start it today, please. Today's the 12th of September. Go and do it. Please. And share with us your progress and ask us for feedback, because we're here to help you guys.
Oh, by the way, can you please show us the website where we can reach out to you guys?
So our website is this one. here. So it's aestudy.com,
Mhm.
and I'll just log in so you guys can see it. Our website has a lot of information. So in our website, you've got information about the diploma and the advanced diploma that you can start part-time, face-to-face, online. We've got $99 course online. We've got other programs that you can see. We've also got incredible articles, and we've got here all of the information on the entrepreneurs, the workshops that we run, the programs, the award that we've won, the online programs as well. And if you scroll, there's videos with case studies. We've had thousands of students succeeding around the world. And if you scroll all the way down, you will find the blog page. And in the blog page, you will be able to get a lot of free information, and you can download the free ebooks. There's so much good content there, guys. So please go through our website and get information and start your business, because there's a lot of free information. Also, if you visit our YouTube channel, every 2 days we post new YouTube videos there with more tips for free for you guys. So just go in there and just learn and study and progress every day. And if you get stuck, just send us a message.
Okay, that was so lovely. We've got a question from Kristen Claudia. How important is it to read books for new entrepreneurs, and what is your most recommended business book?
100%. 100% you have to read. Don't read academic books, read entrepreneurship books. I think a great book to start is Starts with Why from Simon Sinek.
Mhm.
So that is a great
Starts
book
with
because it will help you understand the why behind businesses. So it's
Mhm.
definitely a great first step. Start with that book, and as soon as you finish reading that book, just send me a message and I'll recommend you some other good books. But Starts with Why, it's always an amazing book to start, because it just helps you understand what is your why in life and what's your business's why and what's your customer's why. So if you can connect those three dots, you'll have a very successful business.
Okay, I hope that answered the question for Kristen. Oh, another one from Lily Anita. How to train a positive mind in business competition?
So competition is in your brain. You're better than all of your competitors. Don't spend time looking at your competitors. Spend time on breaking your own rules and innovating. Think, if I was Bob Marley, if I was Steve Jobs, if I was Obama, if I was the head of the United Nations or the head of my local bank, how would I solve this problem? So don't limit your brain to anything. The sky is the limit of your success. So when you put post-its around and just go, for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to throw the 100 craziest ideas for my business and put it in there, and then pick the best two that are doable and get started on it. Our brains limit us. The only limitation we have in the world is our brain. And we can see that with athletes in the Olympics, artists that are musicians. They say, if you believe that you're going to win, you're going to win. Now, if you think that you're going to be scared and it's not going to work out, you're not going to work out. So just get up and do it. And then also understand that getting a no doesn't mean you're wrong. It just might mean that you need to change something, the communication or so forth. It's 100% doable. Any final questions?
Okay, you guys can ask the question, go slide to the group chat, or if you wish to consult to Paula about your business idea, well,
Yeah, just message us on Facebook, Instagram, and we'll answer all of the questions for you guys.
okay. Any questions so far?
We had some really smart questions. Very impressed with the questions that we've asked so far. So guys, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, post your questions in there, and we're pretty quick at replying. We never take more than 12 hours to reply. So just send us a message and then we'll reply to all of your entrepreneurial questions. And also we'll help you with the whole visa process and application into the course. So just contact us or Best Partner and we'll help you guys.
Okay.
Are we good? Steven, any final questions? Do you want to be the lucky last with a final question after all of these amazing questions that we had?
No, I was going to say, I think it's just getting stuck into the course.
Yeah. It's just about getting started. Once you get started, everything starts opening your mind, your connections, and you start working in your business, you start getting your first customers. Adela, do you want to come here? Guys, I'm going to introduce you to Adela. So she came to Academy of Entrepreneurs also with a lot of ideas. And then, wait, yeah, you guys can meet. So she was a student at Academy of Entrepreneurs. She did a 4-week course, and now she's got an incredible business here in Australia.
Yes.
What does your business do?
You can find my business as well in Instagram. My business is called Give Me Cocos, and we sell coconut balls and coconut candles and sustainable products here in Australia. And yeah, it started a year ago, and it's been really well. It's growing a lot because the online business in general, I think that it's a great opportunity at the moment. Everyone is buying a lot online, so yeah, I really recommend you guys to take the course and start, because you just need to start basically. I didn't have any, Paula, no, I never had any experience at all. No idea or the experience to be an entrepreneur.
And then in 1 year, she's got a successful business selling online. She can travel and she can run her business from anywhere around the world. Literally, she can grab her car and just with internet, she's got an e-commerce and she sells beautiful coconut balls and products that are made. It's Vietnam and Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
So they're logging in from Indonesia. So she buys coconut balls from Indonesia and she sells them here in Australia online, guys. Anyone can do anything.
Literally, yeah.
You guys are lucky. You guys got to meet a successful student from Academy Spinners. And this is Stephen down here. He lives here in Sydney. So he's going to start at Academy Spinners in a few weeks.
That's so good.
He's
Hey,
going
Del, great to meet you.
What's the boot camp you did in January? So he's going to be doing that boot camp as well.
You're
Hey, Del, just a quick.
The same thing with project management that you did is the one that he's going to do as well. Yeah.
Paula, I just had a quick question for Del. What's the name of her business?
It's called Give Me Cocos.
Okay.
Give
I'll
me
try it out.
coconut balls.
Yep. I'll have a look.
Yeah, it's an awesome. Yeah, it's beautiful products and it's sustainable, organic. They create
and if you have any
jobs
questions, just reach out. Like same thing. Like you can contact me.
You see, you guys, entrepreneurs help entrepreneurs. What I'm telling you guys, don't be scared. Just get started.
Okay, I think we've got all of the questions for this session.
Beautiful. It was lovely meeting you guys. Thank you for all of the amazing questions. Really good question. Thank you, Stephen, for joining us on a Saturday from Sydney as well.
Thanks, Paula. Thanks, Adele.
And Elise has been telling us about it a lot, so we need to meet you face to face soon.
Look forward to it.
Same. See you guys. Have a beautiful weekend. Ciao, bye. Ciao, bye.
Bye, Paula.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye. Ciao.